There's a million of those who won't let us be, but they're not gonna see me bleed. Cause baby, I got you. I've been beaten to the ground, dragged across the dirt. I've been scared to live cause some people never learn. But they're not gonna watch me burn. Cause baby, I got you. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. They always bring all the lonely, but with you here nothing can scare me. I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I will tell them what I'm feeling forevermore. I don't care about the feelings, not anymore. So let's show them that love is pure, no matter who it's for. It's a new beginnings and a better life. It's a dancing underneath the disco lights. They can try but they can never take me down. Cause I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid, I'm not afraid to love, not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid.
Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Desert Adventures in Arizona. Coming to you live from the monument here, the Ironwood Forest National Monument in southern Arizona. Got my coffee, my Roy and Becky's Travels cup. Roy and Becky will be live here at 11 o'clock Arizona time, so be sure to stop in and say hi. It's a beautiful morning, a little cloudy, but I understand today is supposed to be in the 70s for temperature, so we like that. Let's see who we have here today. I see Tito came in early today. Good morning, good morning. There's Rose going to work already. Dropping those links. Thanks, Rose, very much. Good to see you. My neighbor, Dave Wanders, over there in Tucson, saying happy Monday to everybody. Our friend Sandra from Hawkins Family Adventures. And then first channel member in the house is Gracie and Jock's Adventures. Good to have you. Gracie's out at the Ironwood meetup site. We're working on getting that set up and ready to go. And I'll be doing a video tour of her brand new van today. So watch for that real soon. It's a beautiful van. I'm excited to show it to you. Another member in the house, James Catnese and Cindy. They're going to be out here in the monument as well. So it'll be good to meet you face to face, James and Cindy. Looking forward to it. Let's see. Good morning. Thank you, Ava Potterfield, for the raid. Always start my Mondays out with Ava Potterfield and friends with a little bit of coffee and a lot of chat. Who else do we have here? Fairy Dust is here. Good morning, Brene. Thank you very much. Bernays planning on being at the meetup as well. Looking forward to seeing her again. And Rose, are you going to make it down? I kind of lost track of where you were at. Scrolling, make sure I didn't miss anybody. Lily T is here. Good morning, Lily. Lily and Pippi. Pippi got out of his yard, I guess, and the neighbor picked him up. That's good. We were talking about how important it was to have your dogs and your chipped so that if they do get out, that they can find out who they belong to. We think that's how we ended up with Lucas, was he probably got out of the yard too many times, and the Humane Society called the owners, and they never returned their calls. So they put him up for adoption, and now he's getting spoiled at our house. Sandra's back. Mel and Nettie, Living Free Zip Codeless is here. Good morning, good morning. They have live streams on Friday nights. Always a fun time. KC Jones is here. Thanks for being here. And there's Debbie F. Good morning, good morning. Good to have you. Yeah, looking forward to seeing James for sure. James and Cindy. Scrolling. She Devil Adventures is in the house. Good morning, good morning. Working and lurking. It's a 4-letter word, that work. Scrolling. I think I heard Lucas come in. Thank you, Gracie. Appreciate it. Lucas had a squeaky ball in here. Question for James. What are you doing about your house? Rebuilding or moving on? DJ's Adventures is here. Good morning, good morning. Scrolling. TGIF is here. Good morning, Bree. Good to have you. Another fun channel to follow if you are not following Bree from TGIF. You'll have a good time over there. She's fun. I think Dave mentioned he had something going on. Scrolling. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Thanks for dropping those links, Rose. Appreciate it very much. There's Ava's. All right, that's James saying hello to Ava. There it is. Thank you, Bree. Ava Potterfield and friends, and Ava and Doug do live streams on. My favorite is Thursday and Friday night, and they play music for us. It's pretty cool. Very fun. I'm toe tapping while we're eating dinner. Ivan K is here. Good morning. Good morning. I think he's up in Quartzsite. Mr. Ryan from downtown Phoenix. Awesome. Welcome in. Good to have you. We're just chewing the fat, drinking a little coffee. All right, Rose says my van's going in the shop today. Not sure if you'll make it back in time. All right. Well, we'll keep our fingers crossed, Rose. High today is 63. Bree is bragging. Hey, Siri, what's our weather here today?
Today.
Cloudy skies, but 76.
Yes, I believe it's cloudy.
Yes, she says, I believe it's cloudy. Yeah, it's 51 right now, going to be 76. That's getting warm. unusually warm, actually, but that's the way that February usually is. You have some pretty drastic temperature shifts. Sunscreen, huh? Yeah, it's nice. Oh, here comes Lucas. Lucas popped in to say good morning. He's got a couple staples in his head. I'll show you a picture of that, but we had a growth taken off at the vet's office, and it was like a skin tag. It wasn't anything serious, but we wanted to have it addressed. We didn't want it to turn into anything bad. So they took it out and sent it off to the lab and had it analyzed, and it came back no problem. So we were happy about that. In the meantime, they stitched up, they took it off his forehead, on top of his head, actually. They stitched it up and then told us, come back in 10 days. So we came back in 10 days. They took the stitches out, and then the wound began to open back up again. And so that was the next morning. He had, you could see where it had come apart, and it was didn't look good, and it looked like it was really painful. So we took him back in, and they put staples in. If you can see on top of his head there, he's got 3 staples. So he's about 2.5 years old, just banging around everywhere he goes. He's running, and running through the doggy doors and all that stuff. And I think he just broke that bond there, and it wasn't healed up enough. So now they put some staples in, and by golly, they're holding. But he was really in pain the next morning. He was actually shivering, and it scared us because we thought he was having a seizure. Turned out that it was hurting him so much, he was just shivering with pain. So I called the vet. They said, come on in, we'll give you some, it's like ibuprofen for dogs. And so they sent me back home with some of that. And that took care of his pain, and he was back to normal in pretty short order and is doing well now. So for 2 weeks, he'll have the staples in for about 2 weeks, and then we'll take him back in and have them removed. I'm kind of thinking we'll wait longer, but we don't want those to break open for sure. So anyway, Lucas is doing better. He's out playing with his ball, having fun, and just being his normal pesky self. All right, so that's the Lucas update. Oh, pets on leashes, of course, do not. Yeah, there are some places where it's certainly required, especially in the city. And I know we have some property here, and we let Lucas run around. We have a fence around it, and he runs around. But when we're out walking, we have to have him on a leash. If he sees a rabbit or a ground squirrel or something, I'm afraid he'd run to New Mexico before he slowed down, chasing that rabbit. Look at here, Badge is up early this morning. Badge, we fix stuff is here. Good morning, Badge and Elle. Good to have you. We hobos are here. Badge is also out there in Ironwood at the campsite out there. It's good to see him and Elle and the pups. Always good to see them. And there's his channel. Check him out. He tells it like it is. Scrolling. Yeah, Ivan, if you want to come up to Ironwood, we'd love to meet you. There's Deanna Flanagan from Connecticut. Well, the weather's much better right now, but we're going to have rain here on Friday, so we're preparing for that. I'm putting a pop-up tent with some sides on it so we can hide underneath it, and also the classes, the art classes will be done underneath there if we need to. And so that's my project for today, is to put that pop-up up and get it ready to go. Got some tables to put in there, and we'll be ready for Friday. Scrolling. Yeah, she had a good time. And Gracie and Jock's Adventures were out here early, along with a couple folks from Canada. And so I took them out and we did some exploring. Channel members and followers and supporters of the channel always get special treatment when they come out here to Ironwood. And this is what we did. This is Gracie, and we went out on a short hike to look at these petroglyphs. This is one of the tours that I'll lead during the meetup for folks that want to go out and look at this. These are, 8,000-year-old petroglyphs done by the Hohokam Indians way back when. And it's fun to look at them and try to figure out, what were they drawing? What were they depicting in their drawings? And one thing that an archaeologist told us a few years ago was that the Indian tribes would send their young braves up the hilltops as lookouts. So their job was to watch for potential enemies coming by. Well, they didn't have much to do while they're up there, and young braves usually get into mischief. So this is an example of graffiti 8,000 years ago. And so they would sit up there and they would chip away at the rocks, which have the lava coating on them. And underneath, of course, it's a little bit lighter rock. And so they would make these drawings. Now, this particular boulder here that Gracie and Jock are standing next to, has slidden off the top of this rock pile and is down in the wash so that you can walk right up on it. Quite often, you have to climb a rock pile to see these, but this one is a good example of one that we could walk up to and that folks can reach. It's, only a less than a quarter-mile hike down this wash, so it's pretty easy to get to. And so I'll be taking folks out to see this that are interested, along with some other things. And then Jane Bray was out here, and she's been a channel supporter of mine for a long time. So she came with us, and this is Ragged Top Trail. We drove up there to the base of Ragged Top so that we could see the view out there. And Jane is from Canada, so took her out also, and we had a nice day of it. We made a nice day of it. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, did you guys know that Nate and Paula I think they're getting married today, or they got married yesterday? But excited for them. So Van Vita Travels and Land Cloud Adventures met down here in Arizona a couple years ago, and now they're husband and wife. Here's another photo. Today is the day I get to marry the love of my life. I'm so blessed. And this is Nate from Land Cloud Adventures. So nice to see them both happy, and we're excited for them to start their new journey together. All right, back to the chat. Misha Lee is here. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, was Rose on a live stream? Cool. Good for you, Rose. Look at another channel member in the house, Roy and Becky's Travels. I mentioned earlier that they would be coming up live at 11 o'clock. I don't know why, Roy, but this coffee tastes extra good this morning. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Lucas he's hyper vigilant anyway, and anything that runs across the trail while we're walking, he's like, boom, and he's right there. James saying good morning. And James, thank you also for being a channel member. I appreciate your support. Oh, yeah. That's right. You better be a friend of the family if you walk up on Badge and L's campground. You got it. Life is good in the desert. It is. It is. Except for maybe in the summertime when it's 120 degrees, and then we go to the forest. But we can do that without leaving the state. So that's very unique about Arizona. Roy saying a blanket, howdy, he just woke up. Yeah, sunrise was nice here too. Yeah, Gracie knows what she's talking about. Life in the winter months in the desert is fabulous. So we have the cold nights because the air is so dry, humidity is so low. When the sun goes down, it starts to cool off. And you know what? Badge and L are from Canada, right? Where it's really cold. And Badge actually commented to me yesterday or the day before. Yeah, it was the day before it's sunset. He was out wearing his shorts and his t-shirt. And he said, wow, it's starting to get cool out here. And I had to almost record him because I'd never heard him say that before. But even Badge was cool. So I had to give him a little hard time. Okay. Well, we'll catch up with you. Prayers for Pop surgery. Oh my gosh. Now, Lucas chases rabbits around. We get rabbits that come in and bed down at night. And then when Lucas goes out in the morning before the sun comes up to go potty, he'll smell them and chase them. And it's pretty amazing that a rabbit this big around can get through a fence, about 3 inches wide. I don't know how they do it, but they squeeze through there, and he hadn't caught one yet. Someday he will, and it'll be interesting to see what he does with it. Okay, so I misunderstood. You will be joining Badge and L for the week, and so they're out here, so that means we'll see you. Okay, but then you got to head back on Friday. All right. Well, it'll be good to see you guys. Fellow Nomadic Adventures is here. Marshall. Good morning, Marshall. Good to have you. Glad you're here. Marshall will be heading out here soon to the meetup. So we have basically there's 4 of us that work on it. I think Marshall is doing the majority of the IT type work and posting. He also has a really good blog. Yeah, for anybody who is considering van life or wants some ideas. So if you go to Nomadic, what is it? MeloNomadicAdventures.com, I think it is. He has some great information, a little booklet that you can read and purchase for a very reasonable price, and then get some great ideas on van building and what to put in there and places to go. It's a great website with a lot of information. Oh, there goes the neighborhood, Dave. Marshall, hurry up and get here. And there's his link. Thank you, Rose. Now, Marshall has a new van, a new to him van. His last one had to be retired because he got sideswiped in Tucson while he was door dashing, and the insurance company totaled it, so he bought another one, same type of van. Then he's building it out now and getting ready for his trip out here to Ironwood. So this will be the first trip in his new van coming to Ironwood. Uh-oh. No sliders for you. Yeah, that's right. I wanted to climb that rock pile. That was funny. Where are you, Marshall? Where are you? He's frantically trying to get his van ready to travel in between raindrops. Yeah, Nate's a married man now. And boy, it's fun to see them so happy. Heading out today. Okay, that's good. Yeah. Oh, we gain a Canadian, he says. That's right. How do they work that? You get married if you're not if you're not a citizen, but you're married to a Canadian? How do they handle that? Are you like a green card holder or something? Crystal and Lagringa are here. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They met down here in Arizona, and that was pretty neat. I think it was at a meetup up there in Quartzsite. Oh, the mass exodus has begun in the queue. All right, we'll start packing then. There's Crystal's channel. Thank you, Rose. Yeah, seemed like they had more people up in Quartzsite this year for the Big Ten event. Boy, oh boy, it was packed. And Tim from CR View, who's also a channel member, posted a video driving around there, and the lines for the traffic lights were backed up for miles. Crazy. Yeah, we talked about it, James. I asked the guys, Ron Sees America, Melanomadic Adventures, Marshall, and also Greg from Fit for Expedition. It would be nice to have a coffee pot, but we'd have to run a generator all the time to keep it up. And most everybody makes their coffee in their rig, so I'd hate for you to set it up and it not get used. So I guess it's up to you if you want to bring it. We'll have to supply power for it to keep it going, though. So, but we can do that. There'll be a generator out there. So, okay, Earl and Terry are back in the queue. That's good. That's good. Oh, yeah, summer in the desert. Summer in the desert, Roy says. And this comes from a guy who spent all summer in Quartzsite in the heat of the summer, and he's here to tell about it. He used up a couple generators doing it, but he learned a lot, even to the point of installing an air conditioner in his rig running off a solar and generator when he needed it. So yeah, he is. He's kind of turning into a desert rat. So we'll have to check on him, Dave, when he heads back north and make sure he survives. Liar, liar, pants. He actually does better, Gracie, because of his back surgery he had, because it's so dry up there in the desert, even with the heat. He says he feels much better. But, you know, he's got an Arizona hat now, so he's officially an Arizona resident. Today is a swimsuit when Dave shows up. It's going to be 70. Yeah, it's going to be over 70 today. Lily T, I'm not sure if I said hi to you, but hello again. And there we have Van Life Voyages, who's coming up right after me. So she has a morning coffee chat also. Tanya and Derek. Oh yeah, we've had dogs that did that too, Debbie. Our our chocolate lab last time, last dog we had would do that. And sometimes you don't know what happened until you go out and you find the leftover parts. All right, there's a link. Rose is on it. Rose is on it. There's a link for Van Life Voyages. Yeah, we're gonna miss you guys. We would have loved to have you out here. Derek is always a blast, and having him around, and Tanya is always there to make sure he doesn't get too carried away and he behaves himself. I know that's hard to do. Yeah, and you adapt to the summer temperatures. You know, you go out early in the morning. Oki and I go out in the morning, and we do our work out in the yard. And then we come in when it starts getting hot, which is 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. And you watch YouTube for a few hours, and then we go back out later on in the day. when the sun goes down and starts to cool off, or we go up to the mountains and do some camping up there. Yeah, Tanya's got a beagle, cutest little puppy called Desert Sage. Rose is asking, hey, Roy, did you take your meds this morning? He usually has to be reminded. Not yet, Rose, still in bed. Oh, thank you. There's melanomadic.com. That's right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Nettie, for posting that. So melanomadic.com is where you can see Marshall's work there. It's really good information. There's a lot of free information, but if you want some detailed stuff on building a van, which he's an expert on, I did 2 van tour videos, and I think the latest one is up over 70,000 views. So it's very popular because he's very good at what he does. Just checking, Roy. We'll remind you. Okay, Derek's going through surgery again this week. He's at the VA center down in Long Beach. So everybody keep Derek in your thoughts and prayers. And yeah, Saguaro Cactus Gia. Hello, hello. Thanks for coming in from overseas. Yep, so we'll do a raid here for Van Life Voyages in a little while. There's Ava. Good morning, Ava. Enjoyed the live stream this morning. Ava's been under the weather, and Oki and I caught the crud too. It took us quite a while to get over it. And Ava and Doug both had it too, and Ava's feeling better, so that's good to see. 4 days of rain in the last 5. Wow. It's hard to get any work done when it's raining, especially when you're building something. You don't want it to get wet. Prayers for Derek. Thank you. Thank you. So I was going through, Marshall put together a 2024 Ironwood Meetup Facebook page, which you can check out. And I was going through that this morning, looking at people who are going to be at the meetup. Of course, we have badges already there. Ron Sees America pulled in last night. Fit for Expedition has been in and out. That's Greg. There's a lady named Jen from Canada who incidentally is from the same hometown as Jane Bray, who is camped out there. And of course, we have Gracie and Jock's Adventures out there, one of my channel members. And Gracie has been holding some campsites for us to make sure that we have them for the meetup. So appreciate her support on that. Mo Bang for Your Bucks, I think, is going to be down. And I talked to Ron Darrell a couple days ago, and he's out of the hospital and feeling pretty good. His doctor gave him a clean bill of health after his surgery, and so he's hoping to be here. He bought a van, a Ford, I think it's a E2 350, and so he's working on getting that ready to go, and he's going to make his way down here. You know who else is going to be here? Box Van D. She's going to be down here, I heard, on Friday. So it'll be good to see her. Now, she made an announcement that she was going to be selling her fifth wheel and moving back into her box truck full time. The fifth wheel became too much of a burden financially. And so she's selling it. and she's going to get back into her box truck, which she's happy about because she can better manage that. So we look forward to seeing her traveling. And Merton and Sue, they have two beautiful puppies that they just adopted here a couple weeks ago. They're making their way. I think I talked to Merton yesterday. They were at the Arizona border coming from Texas, and they're going to be pulling in this afternoon. So it'll be good to see them. And they have two puppies now. So they're posting shorts on their puppies, and they're just cute. They're a brother and sister, and Spike and Gracie are their names, and they're just cute as can be. Thank you. Appreciate that, Nettie. Yeah, congratulations to Paula and Nate. We'll trade Nate for Ivan K. Yeah, that's right, Gracie, huh? They need upgrade. I know they have upgraded some up there in Quartzsite, but it's tough if you're on a phone to get an internet connection up there. That's where Starlink comes in really nice. And Roy and Becky have Starlink, and they're really happy with it. We have it here at the house, and then we take it mobile when we need to, and it works great. There's Traveling and Sue. Good morning. Good morning. Getting ready to head to Ironwood and listening at the same time. It would be good to see you guys and meet the pups. Been watching the shorts. There's Lucas stopping in to say hi. He must have heard Merton and Sue, huh? Huh? Yeah, you must have heard Merton and Sue. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see. Come over here. Yeah. Say hi. Yeah. All right. My belly was hanging out there. He pulled my shirt up. We got the power. There's Merton and Sue's channel. They're putting up some really cute shorts. So check them out. They're fun to watch those puppies play. Yeah, lots of coffee, and we're going to be doing a sharing a meal while we're there at the meetup too. So I have a whiteboard I'm going to set up there so that people walking by can see what the schedule is. Oh, Gia has to burn some wood to stay warm. Great big coffee pot, but no power. Oh, camp coffee. Okay. Yep. You got to be tough to survive that. Get a hobo coffee pot. That's right. Roy is a grandfather, and Becky's a grandmother for a few kids, and they got a new baby in the family. So Becky went back to help their daughter with that, and the mama and the baby are doing great. So that's good. Good to hear. Awesome. Thank you very much. There's Kenny and Debbie, the Adventures of Kenny and Debbie. They're up in up north in Nevada. Another great channel to watch. Rose is checking on you. Take those meds, Roy. We're not going to let you forget. There's the link. Yeah, can't forget that. That's what keeps us going, right? Lucas is doing well. Gee, thank you for asking. He's doing well. Yeah, we'll be missing Derek and Tanya for sure. Oh yeah, that's what I do too. You know, when I retired in 2018, I was looking for something to do. You know, we could go out and go camping, go hiking, you know, things like that. But and COVID hit in 2019, and that was great for YouTube. So I started making videos and getting active, and I do it for fun mostly. Once it becomes, you know, too much work, then I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, he had surgery on his head, Gia. He had a growth up there, and we had it removed. And they sent it to the lab, and it turned out to be nothing bad. So we're thankful for that. Oh, you'll get your shower on Friday badge. Oh, there it is. Ironwood Meetup page on Facebook. And that's an open Facebook page. You don't have to request to join. So thank you, Gracie. And for anybody who's heading this way, the link is on there for the Google map where the location is. Yeah, he's doing well, doing well. Is Tim here? Did I miss Tim? Okay, D has already moved back into the box truck. Oh, okay, so you helped her move. That's cool. All she has left to do is clean the carpet. Okay. My Alaska's here. Hello, hello. Thanks for joining us. Ooh, I'll bet it's cold up there. We're going to be in the 70s here today, so I'll brag about that a little bit. Yeah, Brene, the link is on the Facebook page. So I think you have my number. If you need help getting in here, just give me a call or text me and I'll talk you in, or we'll get you in here. Just let me know if you need help. So Merton and Sue are driving on the road. So Merton and Sue, James says hello. And I think James and Cindy will be on the way soon. They were in Texas last time I heard, and I think they're going to be showing up on Friday also. Okay, thank you, Gracie. Belly shot, yeah. That happens. Why, Alaska, we're having a meetup out here in the Ironwood Forest National Monument, which is where Oki and I live. It's 129,000 acres and looks just like what you see behind me. That's Ragatot Mountain right there. We have saguaros all over the place, just thousands and thousands of beautiful saguaro cactus out here. It's 129,000 acres of BLM land. So we're boondocking out here in the monument with lots of good friends. So awesome, James. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate it. Let's see, did I make my list? Who else is coming to the meetup? More names, of course, Melonomadic Adventures, Marshall, James and Cindy. Somebody named Sue Fletcher is on the way. Alara Moz, Justin Hughes, Maddie Van Halen is out here with Amanda. Nord Dianary Spider is coming. Of course, Brene Fairy Dust is coming out. Yolanda Lee. This is going to be Yolanda and her partner's first meetup, so it'll be good to meet them. We have Jeremy Austin coming out. This is his second meetup. I think he was at a meetup up in the Phoenix area. Brock is going to be here, Aussie Van Man, and Brock's going to be leading a light painting demonstration. So light painting, if you've ever seen it, is basically spinning something around. You're at night and you have a camera set up recording video, and then you come up with a beautiful photograph of light painting. So he's going to show us that. Stacy Clark is coming. Kayla's coming. Thomas Mager is coming. Wanda Spatzer. Crafty Traveler should be pulling in anytime. Lonnie, she's going to be leading the watercolor class. And I think I said Mo Bang, Ron Darrell, and Merton and Sue will be pulling in here. That's all the names I picked up off of the Facebook page. And then there were a couple others that were just camping out there that kind of asked, hey, what are you guys doing out here with all these people? And so people just invite them. It's an open meetup. Anyone can come. Thanks for being here. Best Life at 60. What a great name. Yeah, this is the third year we've done this. The third year we've done this meetup. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Phil is here. Good morning, Phil, Leo. Thanks for coming in. Hope your day is going well. Yeah, we'll be rating Van Life Voyages here in a few minutes, so be sure to pop over there and say that Steve sent you. Scrolling. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Have fun and enjoy YouTube. If it feels like a job, then I'll stop. That's my sentiments too. So long as it's fun. And I just went over 3,000 subscribers recently, so I'm thankful for that. Thank you everybody who watches and subscribes and watches Lucas craziness. Oh, okay. He'll be here on the 1st. Okay. So Mo Bang for your bucks will be arriving on the 1st. That's good. Oh, I wonder what he's going to cook for us, Gracie. Have you heard? There's usually a line. When Mobang is cooking, there's usually a line. Oh my gosh, 0 degrees. Saturday morning it was minus 33. Well, my Alaska, it's nice and warm down here in southern Arizona. In case you need to escape and get somewhere warm. Lots of room down here. Yep, we're waiting for you, Merton and Sue. Dad says we're waiting for you. All right, Brene, you got the link in Facebook Messenger. Let's see. My is near the Valley Wasilla. Okay. Minus 30 Fahrenheit. Yikes. You definitely need a campfire for that cold. Scrolling. Oh, okay. Willow, which is about 25 miles north of Wasilla. Okay. Yeah, Matty's a good guy. Full-time RVer. And he had to run back to Georgia. His dad had a health scare. And so he flew back, drove back very quickly, drove back to Georgia, found out his dad was okay. And so he came back, and he's back here in Ironwood. Yeah, I did hear that too. Jill from Tucson, I think, is going to be out. Yeah, Ron Darrell said he's coming out. It'll be good to see him. Yeah, he's doing much better. He had a tough way to go there, but I'll tell you, when I talked to him on the phone, he was a happy man. There's the link for the raid. Oh, we're up at 58 minutes, 59 minutes of the live stream. So we'll jump over there and say hello. I'm going to head out and do a van tour for a beautiful van out there. And so be sure to watch for that. That's Gracie's van out there. And I'm excited. Thank you, Rose. Appreciate it very much. Thank you, James. Thank you. Yikes. Minus 30 to minus 40 in Fairbanks. Yep. Well, about 10 o'clock, I'll be over there, Gracie, and whenever you're ready, that's when we'll start. So I'll get my equipment ready, and we'll get that done today. I think it's going to be a good day to do it. Thank you. And be sure to check out Merton and Sue. They're also channel members and great supporters of Desert Adventures in Arizona. Good friends, and you're going to love their shorts they do with their new puppies. Oh, that's right. Captain Jack's supposed to be here too. That's right, Phil. I'd forgotten. All right. Misha Lee says, have a great day. We're up on an hour. We'll pop over to Van Life Voyages and say hello. And you folks have a great day. I know we're going to. Thank you to all the channel members. Appreciate it very much. I'll play my channel members and then my outro, and we'll see you next time. Thank you very much.